What's going on, gamers? Today, Bungie did not have a weekly update. That's fine because there is still plenty of news to talk about. Now, to add to that, I have a few tips that may help you in Iron Banner. Now, before I get the ball rolling, I have a few special people that I want to shout out to. Jet Nassar, Tim Bucky, Kelly Brackener, Hasty Keyboard 73, and Iced in Death for also following me on Twitter. Now, first and foremost, if you caught my last video, you know there have been many people not really happy with the direction that Destiny is going. So late yesterday, Bungie's president, Harold Ryan, is stepping down. He's going to be replaced by Pete Parsons, who a few friends of mine have actually gamed with, and they tell me that 1, Parsons is a nice guy, and 2, he is certainly a gamer. There of course is no reason given to us as to why the change in management, but I think we all know why. On paper, Destiny's release of The Taken King was a big success. It really has been the best piece of content that Bungie has produced for Destiny. It's the follow-up, or really the lack thereof, that I think is the problem. And as I said in the last video, that Bungie is still working on Destiny 2, and there might be a what kind of content do we release now and what do we say for the next game type problem going on over there. And also, like I said in the last video, as a consumer, I want a roadmap of what's next, and we still don't have one. To further illustrate the issues that they seem to be having is communication between the team leaders. When the skill-based matchmaking was dropped into the servers, Derek Harrell, who is the lead on the Trials of Osiris, had no knowledge of it. Bungie has said a few weeks back that they were going to be more transparent with us, yet they aren't even being transparent and communicating with themselves. So, another issue is that, and this is purely speculation now, is that there is a Destiny 2 delay. Now I know what you're thinking, Destiny 2 hasn't been announced, how could it be delayed? Everyone, including myself, wants to see the next Destiny game around the holiday of this year, in 2016. Rumors are going around that the production has not gone smoothly and that it may not be announced to release this year. That's all speculation though, so remember, Activision hasn't set any date for Destiny 2's release yet. Now, some that I think this was being based on was the original contract that got released stating that the life cycle of the franchise would work, how it would work. Now that's an old contract and it's probably changed since then, so we really don't know what Activision wants in a release schedule for Destiny, but we do know there are plans for a sequel. So I wish Pete Parsons the best of luck because I've really enjoyed my time in Destiny and I just really want to see this franchise grow in the right direction. Now, I mentioned the skill-based matchmaking. As I said in the last video, a new algorithm was being put on the servers. Now, some say it's noticeably better, and some say there's not much change, but the bottom line is there is still latency in the system, so I think it's just going to be a work in progress. Personally, I don't think it's as good as it once was, but it's a little tough to tell since the change was only applied to Iron Banner. Now, once they move this new matchmaking code over to the other servers, we should notice it more. Now, speaking of Iron Banner, you may have noticed my clanmate Sixtrez from Resolute just destroying this other team in Rift. He's actually one of the top 25 players based on score per minute, so I picked his brain for a few Rift tips for you guys. Now, obviously you would have more success as a fire team that's communicating, so that would be number 1. Now, the Defender class, which you see me running, by the stats has a win percentage advantage over the other classes, and that simply boils down to the bubble. It protects the team and it helps to power their supers. Good placement I have found is really important with your bubble. If you can place your bubble on or in front of where the spark appears, your team feels a bit safer and is a little more motivated to move forward. Sixtra has also recommended that having a defender helping you run the ball to the goal is helpful by placing the bubble just to help protect the spark runner. His preferred class for Rift is a Blade Dancer with invisibility and Shadowjack so that it lasts longer, and the Mida multi-tool. The Mida makes sure you're moving at max agility and speed scores. You see my defender in one of these clips, I'm running the service regime on me, but I have the lightweight perk on simply for that speed boost. Now a lot of the time it's hard to dunk the spark, but now this is key. If you don't feel like there's anyone on your team grabbing the spark the moment that it spawns, just grab it yourself. Even if you don't make it to the goal, just getting a couple of distance bonuses can win you the round. And finally, one last thing, is that there was an update that got applied to Bungie.net and now there's a new Advisors tab, I believe in the top left corner. Now if you were trying to get all of the calcified fragments for each character, this makes it a little simpler. You can simply see which ones you are missing per character. Well guys, I have some Iron Banner Rift to do myself, so I am out of here. If you like this type of content, just hit the like button or leave a comment, or if you just want to see some more, hit that subscribe button. But as always guys, have a good one.